Now, how do I live my daily life in Turkey? That is a very important question. What's the cost of living? How does the transportation system work? How does the housing system work? And honestly, I have been very lucky here. The day I landed here, I was able to secure a dorm. I had my uncle, he was living here, and he coordinated with a few people, and I got into a dorm. So I might not be the best guy to ask about housing, and especially the struggles that come with, let's say, if you're living alone or if you're renting a house. Because, well, let me give you one example. When we go to when we go to renew our residence permit application, they ask you for 1,000 documents. Okay, you need to get your rent, you need to get your gas bill, you need to get this bill, you need to get that bill, you need to get it notarized, you need to have the people who gave you this, your signature, blah blah blah, so, like 1,000 things. And I have not faced any of that. The reason is I live in a dorm, and when you're living in a dorm, the dorm gives you a paper that, okay, this is a student, I am the we call him the mudur, the chief warden, and he says this is a student who's living here. So I just take that document and I present it to people if they need it, and I don't have any problems with the documents. If you're living in a house, it can be a bit of a hassle, especially, let's say, if you need to find the bills, you never have it on time. And honestly, who keeps the bills? Like, somewhere it's kept in under your bed or in your socks or in your shoes. We don't know where we keep it. So it's like 1,000. They have a lot of problems, really. The cost of living is not, it's not the best here. It's not expensive, but the inflation just keeps rising. So because of that, the prices are always increasing. Like, I have friends here. I have not been living here for that long. I've just been 2 years, 3 years. I have had friends living for 9 years, 10 years here, and they have been telling me, like, the price has literally, from things that used to cost 15 liras, now they are at least 150, 200 liras. This is like 10 times the price, not even 100%. Should be more than 1,000% increase. It's 10 times literally. So the cost of living is a bit of a problem. If you're coming from a rich family, you're lucky. If you're not coming from a rich family, you might have to work a little bit, secure some money, and especially, I would like to give you one tip. If you have foreign exchange, foreign currency, keep your foreign currency, okay? If you don't convert all of, let's say, for example, you get 500 euros from your father or your $500 from your father, don't come here and exchange all 500 of them into liras. You have to spend here in liras, but don't exchange all of them. Just do how much ever is necessary, because of the inflation, the rate of exchange of dollar keeps rising. So if you have more dollars with you, essentially, let's say you were able to get 50 liras at one point, after 2-3 months you might be able to get like 55, 60, no one knows. And well, this is just $1, and especially if you're getting like $2,000, $3,000, it can be like a good money that you can save. Transportation is this would be, it's very good. It's confusing. There are a lot of things here. You have shuttle services, you have buses, you have trams, you have zip lines, you have underground metro, you have up above, whatever you call them, you have boats. For a city which is so big as Istanbul, I think it's very well organized. Apart from that, in terms of how efficient it is, I think it is very efficient. I have visited a couple of cities in Europe. I've lived in Barcelona for 6 months, Slovakia for 6 months. I've seen a little bit of other countries and major cities like Rome, Vienna, Budapest, etc. In terms of efficiency of transport systems, I think Istanbul is the best, given the sheer number of people and the sheer size of the city. And finally, the people. I think the people are really nice. But try to speak a little bit Turkish, because sometimes they can be racist a little bit. The police, they are sometimes very stuck in their head and they act like they are the kings, but they can be scary also sometimes. I've had a few friends who have not had like good experiences with the police. If you speak a little bit of Turkish, maybe you can manage it, but The people, they're kind of, the people that I'm living with in the dorm, they're very nice. But that's mainly because none of them are from Istanbul. All of them came from different parts of Turkey. Most of them are from the eastern part, very cultural, very Islamic, very family oriented. The ones who are living in Istanbul, they are a little bit cut off from the rest of the Turkey, mainly because, first of all, this is a fairly European society compared to other parts of Turkey. Apart from that, the culture here is mixed with Europe. The eastern part of Turkey, Ankara, Gaziantep, I've visited a few of those places, and it's still a little bit, how do you say, conservative. But in Istanbul, it's not that much. You have closer families, you have more fights, you have more enmity. Istanbul has a huge population. There is traffic every time. Like, you can go out at 1 o'clock at night, there's traffic. Everyone is on the move. Everyone wants to get more money. Everyone wants to earn more. Everyone wants to go to this job and that job. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of people fighting for their jobs. A lot of ambitious people. A lot of students who are going for this job and that job. So it's a very busy city. People are just within themselves. So sometimes they can be a little bit off-putting, a little bit scary. But they're not bad people. They're just mostly stressed because of the city that they're living in. But otherwise, I have really loved Istanbul.